Hello, this is Estela with my Leonesa Nica group, YouTube video. I was just talking, guys, about the Haslam system, but right now this video is not going to be about that. This video is going to be dedicated to a sewing pattern, which is this one, Butterick B5748. I'm gonna show you guys so far what I've done. So in the midst of learning things and doing things, what happened was someone else had been working on this pattern, and I'm talking like 3 years ago, okay? So that person who was working on the pattern, I had gifted that person the fabric that they were using because I was teaching that person. Well, it turns out that she lost her interest in sewing because her first garment, well, as you can see, she chose this, and although for me I find it to be an easy pattern to follow because there aren't that many pieces, this pattern actually has, I believe, 5 or 6 pieces in here. If I'm wrong, I'll tell you right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pieces. It has 5 pieces. This is all there is in the pattern, and this is what it looks like. This is the front part of the pattern. I mean, the front part of the piece I'm working on. And then on the back of this pattern, it's gonna show you front and back. See? Front and back. Front and back. Alright, with that said, yesterday, which was Sunday, sorry, I actually decided to tackle this and make it my dress. But what I was saying is, I was teaching that person, the ex-person, to learn how to sew. A lot of the times you want to teach someone, and unfortunately they think because they see you sewing and your things turn out okay or better than okay, that we make it look easy, if you know what I mean. But it wasn't, or it isn't such an easy, like super easy journey. When you're learning on your own. I'm a self-taught. When it comes to the sewing, when it comes to the pattern situation, same thing, most of it. I was introduced into using patterns when I was in 8th grade. I believe I was about 12, 13 years old. Since then, I've been using patterns. But anyway. The thing is, that person dropped, and she left the pattern and the fabric that was being, the dress. She had practically put it together, but it wasn't until she tried it on that she didn't like how it looked. And then I was left with the pattern and the fabric and the dress put together, at least most of it. So it took 3 years before I decided to undo the entire dress and redo the dress to fit me, because the person that was working on this was a little bigger than me. So I have now the advantage of being able to redo the dress and fit it to me. So let me show you what I have. She's my twin right here. Well, almost. At least I did the best I could. Okay, so this is the front of the dress. Okay, I still haven't finished putting it together. So this is the front of the dress. I just so you guys know, it has a circle skirt. I still have to fix the skirt and work with it. If you guys like me to do this and do a sew along, then let me know. Hit me up, let me know. But for now, I just want to blog about this. Okay. The back of the dress has an opening, and that's why I decided to put my zipper, because she had already cut it, so I can't, you know, I'm only limited to certain things, so that's, you know, really not a big deal for me. But this is what the dress is gonna look like in the back. It comes to a V cut. Okay, and there is lining on here, if you can see, so I used lining on here. The skirt does not have a lining under it. I am actually going to have to cut lining on it, because I don't want to have to wear an extra layer of fabric or a slip under that. The reason why to it, because I live in Arizona and I'm planning on wearing this dress for like now. Although right now the weather here is pretty cold compared to other months, other times in the month. Okay, I put the dress away without even saying what I needed to say about this. Okay, so this dress comes with a dart. I'm gonna show you right now. It comes with this dart right here. That's the back dart. I don't know if you can see it. See, it has this dart, and you pretty much want to mimic or copy the exact same thing you do on every part of your pattern. You want to make sure you copy that on your lining as well. So I have a habit of, when I'm making something, I'm sewing something and I'm putting it together and there are multiple pieces, I do the exact same thing, the exact same part through all those pieces, if you know what I mean. This way, when I'm done putting it together and I go to press it and then fit it on the actual mannequin, I can actually, you know, see if I made any mistakes or whatever. This mannequin is my body, of course. She is totally different, only because I can't do the rolls and stuff that I have on me. But I did try it on yesterday as I was working on it, after I was done with the, you know, with this part of the dress. So I did try it on, and then if you can see, it has darts right here on the side of the bust that comes from this seam, and it goes all the way up, and then it has darts on the bottom part of the dress, and that is on both sides of the front of the dress, which would be this part and this part. I did make my pattern, I shortened the pattern because like I said, I'll have a shorter torso, so I did ended up shortening the pattern. Maybe it would be easier if I if I went and videotaped everything I was doing, but that's what I had to do. And then the same thing on the top part of the dress, this part of the dress on the shoulders right here. I ended up having to adjust it a lot, because if you can see, I don't know, but this is where my shoulders end. I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, my shoulders end right here. So look, this is all I have, and then this is my arm right here, and that dress comes down to this, like this. So my sleeve will go here, and it will be a round cut, but this is where my sleeves are gonna lay, like right there, like that. But because my shoulders aren't square up this way, they are slanted going down, then that can actually be a problem. So I had to adjust a lot of that part, because I didn't want to have to worry about my stuff falling down or on the neck area to be loose. And even though it will be a bit loose, I think, I'm not sure, we'll see when I'm done, that I had to like really work with it. But that's the part, like this part right here and the down under my bust, like it's about 4 inches under my bust. The length of the dress, the top part of the dress is longer, so I had to shorten that because, like I said, I have a shorter torso. And now all I have to do is attach the skirt. But you know, it's an easy pattern, guys. You guys should be able to tackle this. This is a beginners to intermediate pattern. You shouldn't have a problem or an issue with this dress. Like I said, it only has 5 pieces. 4 for the basic. The 5th piece is just this part right here. That's the 5th one. And that's to make a bow. That's to make the bow that goes either on the front or the back, or both ways, front and back. I will not be using a bow, but I will be embellishing this dress with bias tape, and I'm using this color. Well, I'm debating between this color and this color. I'm not sure, but because I already have polka dots, I really don't want to put more traffic, so I think it'll look much better with just this. And I'm planning on using that on around the neckline, maybe around the armholes too. I'm not sure, we'll see. I was planning on doing something else. I was planning on putting like maybe a piece to lay down on the dress, but I have so many ideas. With this pattern, you can do a lot. You can do like this simple dress and add on, like add sleeves, because it doesn't come with sleeves, so you can add whichever kind of sleeves you want. It doesn't come with a neck, what do you call it, a collar, so you can add a nice brown color on the front going all the way to the back. I don't know, there's just so many things you could do with this dress. You could just remove the circle skirt and do a straight line or pencil skirt instead, you know, to attach to the, you know, make it a straight dress, a pencil dress. I don't know, how do you call that? I'm not really good with terminology as far as the styles. But definitely I wanted to like focus and let you guys know that I'm gonna be doing a lot of this, and some of them will be just the blogging as I'm doing right now, and some of it will be, you know, the sew alongs. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I will be doing more. I am planning on doing a good series of on this pattern alone. I'm planning on doing a series of maybe 5 different dresses that I can do with just that pattern. I mean, I could do more than that, but I think 5 dresses with this pattern, it will be interesting to see what I can come up with. So with that said, all I want to do is make this an easy journey for those of you that are in the sewing but that want to change from regular dress code to retro or vintage. This is a 50s dress, I believe, and I will be focusing on different eras from 1920s maybe. Well, why not 20s to the 50s, 70s, the 60s, I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys want to see, but mainly in the sewing area. Cutting not so much, guys, because it takes so much time, but in the sewing area and I will be talking about, I won't be showing too much of the cutting, but yes, on the sewing, unless you guys, you know, need like little pinpoints that you guys need to work with. I will do the first video of this series, my next video on the series of Butterick 5748. I will do one from beginning to end, from cutting, you know, from measuring myself, doing my measurements, to measuring the pattern, to cutting the pattern. I'm gonna show everything, and then the sew along. So I'll start with this particular outfit. I'll do the basic one, which is what I'm doing right now. So the basic pattern would be the blue one. Then I'll go ahead and do this one. And then I'll go ahead and I'll do another one that will have some, will have add-ons. And then I will combine this with another pattern for different pieces. So again, five outfits with this pattern as my basic, my main pattern. So it's okay to mix them up with another pattern. Yeah, guys, that's all I have for now. Okay. All right. Well, come back with Estela with Leonesa Nica. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe. Click on the bell button and give it a thumbs up for liking my video. I will go ahead and make this video in Spanish because I know there are Spanish followers too. So, bye-bye, guys. See you later.